Hey YouTubers, my name is X Factor. This is a Paracel Storm Battlefield 4 multiplayer footage conquest, and I'm on a boat, yo, an attack boat that is. And this is earlier footage from when I'm in my mid-20s, and I make a mistake. See that guy right in front of me I'm shooting at? He could have been a wonderful addition to my front end of my boat, a bumper sticker of sorts, because you can roadkill people in the water. I've done it several times, and I always cackle like a little girl. So the 25mm burst that I'm using right now, not the best for infantry at any point in time, unless you've got a nice slope backdrop of ground. Think like beachhead, right? There's a slope, and that kind of favors you. If you get lucky with the burst, you will just destroy them. But the other weapons for the primary are a lot better for infantry. But why do I use this one still to this day? Because it's a sniper rifle of sorts. You can just rock and roll on vehicles a long ways away. Not to mention, you can pretty much one mag a jet down. I've done that a ton of times. I've got a ton of footage where I'm just rocking on helicopters and jets with the burst cannon and TV missile and just basically punching their card out so they can take a nice little dirt nap. And there's the perfect example, the 25mm burst having no drop at range with the TV missile, using those in combination. So as long as you keep your distance with a guy who is using the first primary or the 35mm, he's going to have a lot of drop, and he's got a counter for that. Well, if you stay at range, you're definitely going to have the upper hand. So with all that being said, what I really want to talk about today is, what's your favorite levolution map and moment? And this has to be my favorite levolution map, Paracel Storm, when the storm rolls in. Because there's so much cool stuff that happens and different stuff you can do, and it really changes the dynamic of the gameplay. There are maps like Siege of Shanghai where the tower comes down and the C spot on Conquest Size Large becomes a pile of rubble and it grays out the whole map and it's hard to see, there's a ton of dust in the air. That one's pretty cool too. But this alters all of the water gameplay. The attack boats, the jet skis, the ribs, everything on the water, it alters. Not to mention, if you're trying to hide in the water from the pesky engineers using laws. And right now we're playing a little bit of bumper cars here. And this is how neat it is. Within the area of the little islands, you're kind of protected, just like you would be in real life. And then as you turn your way out, you see the massive waves that are outside of this little protection. And I grew up on a boat. I'm a wakeboarder, a kneeboarder. My family has born and raised me on the lakes. I still live on the lake. My mom lives on the lake. My grandparents, when my grandfather was still alive, owned a multitude of boats. And we would always go out in Lake Erie, and anything from taking trips to Cedar Point to Put in Bay, all the way down to just fishing out in the lake, going for walleye and perch. And we've had stuff like this happen, not to this extreme. But people think, well, it's just Lake Erie. It's just a great lake. The waves can't get that big. Oh, yes, they can, and they can come out of nowhere. I remember a time when I was about 13 or 14, the weather was calling for storms in late evening, so we go out around 1 or 2. Well, guess what? The storms blew in quick, and we were about 2.5, 3 miles out on a 35-foot sport craft with a 454 engine in it, so pretty big lake boat. Well, those waves were about 6-foot rollers, and my brother started turning green in the face, hanging off the side of the boat. And when the weather's that bad, you can't just motor through it. You can't just kick it up into high RPMs and get through it. It slows you down. You have to ride the wave. So you're throttling up on the way up, you're throttling down on the way down, or you're just staying at a low RPM. That's just like this. Just like this. And if you're riding with the wave, it's easier than riding into the wave. And that's so true about Paracel Storm, is they figured out all those dynamics. So my question is, what's your guys' favorite levolution map and levolution moment? Because this is definitely mine, due to the fact that the reality of this instantly brought me back to several childhood memories. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and let me know what you guys think down below. See you.